Hi, welcome along to DR Transfers. Lots of activity around today and lots of news regarding transfers. And you know, here on DR, we keep you up to date with all of that. The big story today is all about Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, you guys probably would have seen that about a week ago. He said that he basically looking to leave Manchester United. He said that he told Man United that if a suitable offer came in for him, he wants them to accept it. He's getting older. He's now 37. He wants to be playing in the Champions League and not in the Europa League. And also, the other thing that compounded it is that he didn't go on the Manchester United tour of the Far East that is taking place at the moment. They're currently over there in Thailand. And since then, there's been loads and loads of speculation linking him to various different clubs, including Chelsea. However, the brand new manager of Manchester United, Erik ten Hag, was speaking at a press conference today, and he said that Cristiano Ronaldo is not for sale and he is staying at Manchester United. That is what he said today. If I can get his exact quote up when he was asked about it in the press conference, he said, "He is not with us due to personal issues. We are planning with Cristiano Ronaldo for this season, and that is it." He went on to say, "I'm looking forward to working with him. Cristiano is not for sale. He is in our plans, and we want success together." Also went on to say that Harry Maguire is going to be still the captain at Manchester United. I don't know what Man United fans think about that. And also, does that affect the relationship with Cristiano Ronaldo? Because there are a lot of people that are saying that Ronaldo should be the captain of Manchester United, and he wasn't a player that seemed to get on too well with Harry Maguire. But that is what the manager of Manchester United is saying, that basically Cristiano Ronaldo is not leaving Manchester United. Now, I don't know what to make of this. Is this Ten Hag saying that, or thinking and hoping that Ronaldo's going to stay, but Ronaldo still hasn't made his mind up yet because he's not on the tour? It is for personal issues, is what he was saying, and we have to take him, at what they say. Or does Ronaldo have other ideas? It's going to be really interesting to see how this one plays out, and it's going to be one of the biggest stories of the transfer window. Will Ronaldo stay? I'd love to hear from you guys. Do you think that, Ten Hag is, just hoping, or does he have assurances that Ronaldo is going to stay? What's going to be really, really interesting to see how this one plays out. On some other transfer news, Paul Pogba rejoined Juventus today on a free transfer. Remember, Pogba signed for Manchester United way back now in 2016. At the time, a world record £89 million. He has now returned to Turin with Juventus. It looks like a big waste of money. Manchester United have never really got the best out of Paul Pogba. We know he's a world-class player. He's won, the biggest prize and starred in winning it. But he's now returned back to Juventus and saying to the Juventus fans, listen, I can't wait to get going here. I'm sure United fans are not going to be too happy to see that or to hear that. But he has re-signed for Juventus, official Paul Pogba back in Turin. Now, what about Harry Kane? There's been these rumours linking Harry Kane, according to a publication in Germany called Kicker, with a move to Bayern Munich. They're saying that Bayern Munich are considering Harry Kane to replace Robert Lewandoski if Robert Lewandoski leaves to go to Barcelona. Now, all the talk coming out of Tottenham is that Harry Kane is going to be staying. He's currently on tour of South Korea with the Tottenham team. I very much doubt this one's going to happen, but this is what Kicker are saying over there in Germany. They're saying that there is an interest from Bayern Munich into Harry Kane if Lewandowski leaves. And on the Lewandowski thing, is this going to happen? Will Lewandowski get his move to Barcelona? He wants to leave. He wants to go to Barcelona. Can Barcelona come up with the money to pay for Robert Lewandowski? But that is where he wants to go this summer. And it seems like when you're hearing these rumours that Bayern Munich seem resigned to losing him, but will he end up there? Ousmane Dembele, of course, who left from Germany when he was at Borussia Dortmund and went and joined Barcelona, hasn't really worked out for him until recently. He had a decent sort of end of the season for Barcelona, and they want to keep him. Now, he's a guy that's been, running down his contract. His contract's come to an end. He's, can join any club around Europe for free right now. But it looks like he's going to take a 40% pay cut to stay at Barcelona. Looks set to stay at Barcelona, Ousmane Dembele. They've been negotiating with him now for the past couple of months to try and get him to stay, and it looks like he will be staying. Will he be joined by Raphinha? Now, we all know the saga around Raphinha, especially me as an Arsenal fan. Arsenal was sort of the first club to come in for Raphinha. We're interested in signing him for around about £50 million. Then came Chelsea. They put £65 million on the table, and they said, listen, we want to sign him, Leeds United. A deal was agreed between Leeds United and Chelsea for the player. However, the player did not agree that deal. He has got his heart set on Barcelona. That is his dream move, and that's where he wants to go to. Now, could we see the completion of this deal this week? Raphinha is pushing Leeds to get this deal done, but Leeds, they want guarantees on payment, on money. Listen, Barcelona are not in a great place financially at the moment, and you can't blame Leeds. I mean, why would you want to take installments off a club that at the moment are in such financial difficulty? I mean, they've had, a little increase in revenue in the deal that they've done with Spotify. They've renegotiated various different contracts. But, Leeds want guarantees on money, and you can't blame them because they're in a bit of a perilous position at the moment, Barcelona. Why would you want to be taking installments, thinking to yourself that they may not be able to pay them in the future? So going to have to wait and see where Raphinha does end up. Does look like his favourite still to join Barcelona. And it'd be a fantastic deal for them if they can get Ousmane Dembele and Raphinha into the team. Real quality. Now, Raheem Sterling, we've been hearing about this one right across the weekend, was said to have done a medical yesterday and will join Chelsea this week for a deal of around about £55 million plus add-ons. Great deal for Raheem Sterling. He's going to be earning over £300,000 a week. Good deal for Chelsea as well. Some real quality. The owner, Ted Bowley's sort of his first big signing, getting Raheem Sterling over the line, and he should be joining Chelsea this week. Manchester City yesterday doing a big sort of unveiling of some of the players that they've signed, including Haaland up there in Manchester. And seemingly they're doing good business, moving on players, but getting the money in and getting some really good players to replace them. Now, what about Chelsea and the centre-back position? We know that they've lost out. The big one was losing Christensen. Christensen, of course, now on the verge of joining Barcelona. That was a big miss. They also lost Rudiger, and they need some centre-backs. Now, Kalidou Koulibaly has been heavily linked with a move to Chelsea. Napoli said to want about £34 million for him. About a year ago, it was £100 million they wanted. But now they seemingly would take around about £34 million for him. He's got about a year left on his contract. He's not in a hurry to leave, Koulibaly. He's also been linked with a move to Juventus. Remember, Juventus are on the verge of losing Matthias de Ligt, who looks like he's going to be joining Bayern Munich, and they're going to be in the hunt for a centre-back as well. But where will Koulibaly end up? That's going to be an interesting one to see in this window. And Chelsea as well look like they're going to be signing Nathan Ake this week. They look like they've agreed a deal with, Manchester City for him to join them. Now, what about my team, Arsenal? We've been heavily linked with a move with Lucas Paqueta of Lyon. The attacking midfielder has been very heavily linked. Newcastle have also been chasing him. Of course, they've got his good friend Bruno Guimaraes. They want to link the two of them up together. Both of them used to play together at Lyon. Very interestingly, the Lyon president coming out and claiming that there's been offers made for Lucas Paqueta. He doesn't state where those offers have come from. Now, Lyon's said to be looking for around about £58 million for Lucas Paqueta. That is a lot of money, especially in this sort of, past-pandemic transfer window. I don't think they're going to get that much for him, but obviously they're trying to whip up a bidding war for Lucas Paqueta, who's a talented midfielder, of course, Brazilian international as well. Thierry Henry once said, best midfield player in the whole of French football. So be interesting to see where he ends up. Couple of signings that are definite that we can confirm today. Nico Williams has joined Nottingham Forest for around about £17 million from Liverpool. So the 21-year-old fullback is joined them. Czech Decore has joined Crystal Palace, the really talented 20-year-old defensive midfielder. He joins Crystal Palace from Lens for around about £18 million plus add-ons. That has been confirmed. And Brentford have signed Keane Lewis Potter from Hull City for £16 million plus add-ons. Again, highly rated winger. He joins Brentford. Brentford have been quite busy in this transfer market. Also, Mesut Ozil's had his contract terminated at Fenerbahce. Remember, he left from Arsenal and joined Fenerbahce. He's been really falling out with the manager there, and they have terminated his contract. So Mesut Ozil looking for a new club. Now, I want to find out from Man United fans, what's your reaction to this news from Ten Hag? First of all, keeping Cristiano Ronaldo, does that hinder Manchester United in any way? Maybe the tactics that Ten Hag wants to use? We were told that Ten Hag's going to play this real attacking form and brand of football like what he did at Ajax. Does the dynamics of that change if you've got a Cristiano Ronaldo in your team, or does it just make perfect sense to keep Cristiano Ronaldo because, he's an unbelievable player? And also, do you believe this? Do you believe that he is actually looking to stay at Manchester United? Could it be that there's no suitors for him? Because I was thinking about it the other day as well. Where is Cristiano Ronaldo going to go? I mean, it's not going to be Real Madrid. They've got Benzema, Vinicius Jr. I can't see him going to Barcelona. I mean, as an ex-Real Madrid god, literally, going to Barcelona, I can't see it. In Italy, he's already been to Juventus. The only other club, I guess, that might be able to afford him would be maybe Inter Milan, but they've just bought back Lukaku. I guess maybe Napoli, but would that be appealing enough for him? PSG, they've already got, Neymar, they've got Messi, and then, he's not going to, I can't see him going to another club in England apart from Chelsea, and Chelsea are about to get Raheem Sterling. I mean, maybe it might be a thing where he just looked on his options and thought to himself, do you know what, I might have to just stay at United because there's nowhere obvious in Europe where I can go and play in a team that's going to have Champions League football. I mean, Atletico Madrid, but can he go to Atletico Madrid after leaving Real Madrid? Bayern Munich, are Bayern Munich going to fork out the money for him? Maybe. I don't know. It's just a real interesting one. We really like to hear from you guys. So let's hear what you guys are saying about that. The Cristiano Ronaldo one, I am very, very fascinated because, Ten Hag is saying he's staying. Q says, if Ronaldo leaves, we'll do better than we did last season. Simple as. That's a Manchester United fan saying that he thinks that if Ronaldo left, they do better. For me, this is my personal opinion. I'm like, you want Cristiano Ronaldo in your team. You build a team around him. But does that affect Ten Hag's tactics? We've seen how he plays. Does that affect his tactics if Ronaldo stays? True Story says Ronaldo doesn't do enough on or off the ball. He's 37 and isn't a guy worth carrying anymore. Well, you could argue that he carried Man United last season with his goals. Certainly in the Champions League, had it been for Ronaldo, they would have been out ages ago. I hear what you're saying. Work off the ball from Ronaldo. Listen, he's not the sort of guy that's going to be tracking back and trying to help out in defence or help out in midfield. His job in there is to score goals. He's up front, Feed me, I'll get the goals for you. That is how Cristiano Ronaldo operates. Q also says he's a static, one-dimensional camper in the box. You have to spam him with chances all match long, and he'll cry the second you don't pass to him. He ruined every player, and he always does. Jeez, that's a bit harsh, that is. I mean, Mr. Mide says he carried Manchester United till 6th, but I'm telling you, without him, where would they have been? And Raheem says, exactly, Robbie. Ronaldo carried Manchester United last season. Norbert says, some Manchester United fans are just pathetic and a bunch of kids, so he's not happy with it. I mean, for me, listen, Cristiano Ronaldo, when he played against Arsenal, my team, it was Ronaldo who, at Old Trafford, he was the difference. He was the difference. When they came to the Emirates, he was the best player for Manchester United. I don't know. To me, I still think he's got a lot of qualities, but I do hear what some people are saying. He's not the type of guy that's going to be working back and tracking back and doing lots and lots of work off the ball. Blazing Panther says Ronaldo should leave to PSG to have the best attacking quadruple: Neymar, Ronaldo, Mbappe, Messi, 4-2-4 formation. Well, listen, that sounds like a great FIFA team, but the reality of it is that, PSG want to win the title. Sorry, want to win the Champions League. They win the title every single year. Speaking to PSG fans, we have, of course, Stuart, Parisian London, who comes on the channel, and he's like, you know what, this sort of Galactico, load of superstar players thing doesn't work. We saw it last season. We did not win the Champions League. It don't work. He would rather have players that are going to work off the ball, that are going to track back, and he just thinks that, the fact that you've got all these superstars, he just doesn't think it works. So that's a really interesting thing to know. Anthony Gaming 67 with a super chat. He says Chelsea going to stop buying Manchester City players. Owners have got to put a block on Chelsea. Let me see if I'm trying to hoping that your grammar here, but he says Chelsea's going to stop buying Manchester City players. Owns have got to put a block on Chelsea. I'm not quite sure what he's saying there. I think he's saying Chelsea are going to stop buying City players or should stop buying City players. But listen, they are getting a City player in Raheem Sterling, and I think that would be a good buy for them, and I think that would be a good move for him. Although I'm still uncertain if it's perfect for him. But we'll find out. Daniel Browning says the question is Ten Hag's system or Ronaldo. Again, very interesting. Will Ronaldo suit Ten Hag's system? Ten Hag, as I'm saying that Cristiano Ronaldo is part of my plans. And we want to win things together. So, we've got a poll up at the moment. And in that poll, we're asking the question, is he going to stay or leave? And it is actually 50-50 at the moment. So some of you, obviously 50% of you out there are not convinced that he will stay. As I said, the funny thing is about it is, where will he go? I want to hear from you guys. Where do you think Ronaldo, if he wants to go, where would he go? Who's going to be able to take him? I don't see many options out there. C Extreme says Man United, when Ronaldo was injured last season, were horrible to say the least. The real problem is the midfield, and again, he's a quality player. He's a quality player. It seems absolutely crazy to say, you know what, let him go. But that's what a lot of you are saying. Q says Martial and Rashford, Sancho, Bruno interchanging would score more collectively than just servicing Ronaldo. Crew Teller says that he thinks that Ronaldo will go to the USA. Ron saying Bayern Munich. But will Bayern Munich pay that sort of money? He also suggests Chelsea and PSG, but again, maybe Chelsea, PSG. I can't see it. Ronaldo to Bayern if Lewandoski leaves, says Ahmed. And Benny says, big up to DR for all the research every single day. Thank you very much. Josu says, Robbie, a lot of people haven't watched enough of Ten Hag to understand that Ronaldo can play the same role Haller played, even with his eyes closed. So that's a really good shout. Anthony Gaming 67 says, Chelsea, got to stop buying. Chelsea, I got to stop buying, playing Manchester City. They have to put a block on them. I still can't really get what you're saying there, Anthony Gaming. Ronaldo is going to DC United, says Freedom. Of course, DC United on the verge of announcing Wayne Rooney as their new manager. Jonas says Ronaldo to Sporting or Bayern Munich. Sporting, of course, the club, his original club, which he came from. Mo Hassan says Ronaldo is staying because clubs don't want a player with his attitude like that. He's got a bad attitude, or is he just a winner? You know, Evan Schofield says, sort out the midfield and Ronaldo will bang 30 goals plus next season easily. Let me just reiterate to you guys again, because we're about to wrap it up. Erik Ten Hag said today, these are his quotes. He said that he is staying. Cristiano Ronaldo is staying. He said he's not with us, you know, on the tour of Thailand due to personal issues. We are planning with Cristiano Ronaldo for this season. That is it, he says. I'm looking forward to working with him. Cristiano Ronaldo is not for sale. He's in our plans, and we want success together. So there you hear it there from Erik Ten Hag. Cristiano Ronaldo, he says, is staying at Manchester United. But is he? Love to keep hearing from you guys. Listen, thanks for watching DR's Transfers. We'll be back tomorrow with more transfer updates. Don't forget, you can check out the Women's Euros coming up. We've got Northern Ireland's next game, Northern Ireland versus Austria. I'm going to be hosting that as well. And then later on, England's game against, I forgot what they're playing now, Norway. England's game against Norway. I'm hosting that as well. So make sure you check it out right here on DR Sports. Subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.